What's going on, everybody? What is going on? All right, so today, make sure we're good here. Okay, so today we will be doing some live orb trading, or what we call snap trades. So I'm going to wait for a couple minutes here to get everybody in, get everything situated, all that good stuff. See here. Okay, we're good there. Let me move myself down here. Oh, I hear myself. Okay, so right now, guys, if anybody's in here tuning in, we got a QQQ short trade on Intel, Microsoft, AMD, Walmart long, Euro Aussie long. So we're going to be covering some of these trades. If you're new here, if you're just jumping in, welcome to the stream. So wow, look at this quick morning trade here already starting on QQQ. So we're seeing a lot of volume in this range, a lot of open space below, a lot of open space or above, a lot of open space below with this volume tool that I have been working on. Let me go ahead and actually share the stream. That way we can get some more folks in here. Okay. And that. Awesome. All right, let's get back to the screen here. So yeah, so we got some interesting action here on the QQQ. Big time breakout. Little Walmart just got stopped out. What happened to Walmart? So it was initial big move up, a strong move up, probably a little bit too hasty. That was a big time move. Those type of moves are a little bit difficult to get for a continuation. Yeah, it was already up 2%. I mean, that's probably one that I wouldn't have even got in anyways. By the way, just for transparency, I'm just watching trades again today. I'm not taking any of these. I took one yesterday on SPY, got 34%. Won't be taking any today. So just full transparency. Obviously, if you're going to take any of these, do your own due diligence. Let me go ahead and do this as well. So yeah, so that Walmart one did get stopped. Let's continue to watch QQQ as it falls, as it continues to fall, and look at that move. Look at that move. So will we finally see some any kind of momentum one side or the other? I mean, right now we're still kind of chopping, really just a lot of chopping happening in the markets. me do this real quick. All right, perfect. So welcome everybody. If you are just now tuning in, so we got a few trades coming in. Already got stopped out on Walmart. It was a big time move up, just a little too much, morning momentum, and it just got stopped out, but it did come back in. So this is what's great about our system is, I mean, it's such a small loss that you can really just regroup and get in. So yeah, I mean 0.4%, so a little less than 0.5%. And again, losses are always, those always stink, but man, there's a lot of wide open space up here. This is a classic case of just a strong move up, a little pullback, and then possible continuation. We'll continue to watch that, but right now we got some trades coming in. QQQ. We have Intel short, Microsoft short, AMD short. So a lot of shorts today. And so with a system like this, it's always interesting to see all these trades kind of work together, kind of have the same move, and it makes sense. It makes sense in a way when all things are moving together, especially when you're looking at Qs or S&P 500. A lot of the times they will all move together. Let me turn this on. I don't know if that'll help or not. But yeah, it's good to be back in here. It's good to see some of you guys. I appreciate the comment. Thanks for doing this, Ben. Yes, I will. I do want to do more of these. And if you guys are interested in snap trades, there should be a link. Where did my link go? Let me do this real quick. I think I lost my link. This is it. Yeah, this is it. All right, put that in the chat and pin it. All right, I promise I will get better at this. It's been a little bit. I've done a couple of these so far, and a lot of you guys have been enjoying it. But right now we have this short on the QQQ, so I don't want to miss some of these. Gold even. Let's check out gold, see what's going on with gold. Big gap down, a big gap down to start. And I never love the gap downers and then a continuation, because these are always hard for, it's always hard for these assets to just continue to go. Here we go. We actually got a SPY coming in now, a SPY short. And this looks exactly like we saw yesterday. Look at this. We saw this exact move yesterday where it was a gap up and then strong move down. Are we going to see the same thing? Are we going to see the same move on the S&P 500? We got a lot of volume here, tons of volume. This is actually and we got a lot of shelves right here. So there's an interesting volume shelf below here. So let me show you this. So check this out. So this is these are shelves, and what happens typically is when price breaks out of this zone right here. So this zone right here, and they get into these shelves, they typically just fly past them. They'll just go sideways and then they'll just fly. And a lot of the times you'll see price just, I mean, if we break this area right here, and this makes sense, this is a very choppy area, it'll most likely fly past that, probably hit or take profit. So it's got to break through this. It's got to break through this. And this is not part of snap trades. This is something I've been working on. I love volume, and it's pretty much a replica of fixed range profile, but with my own little twist on it. I'm gonna have some open spaces and things like that I'll be looking to looking to go to. So, yeah, a lot of trades. Let's see for you Forex guys. Euro Aussie. So we got any Forex guys here? Any Forex traders in the chat? This is a, oh wow, that's a big open space right there. This actually looks really good. There's actually a trend line that broke as well. Trend line it broke as well there. This is a lot of chop. Yeah, this could be a really good little snap trade here. Little momentum. Find a little momentum. It'll go. It'll definitely go. So let's keep an eye on SPY. Let's keep an eye on SPY. Let's actually watch. Let's actually watch both. So let me turn this off. I don't want you guys to be confused at that, because that is something that I'm working on. So stay tuned for that cool little tool there. But yeah, look at Qs go. So these are the two we're keeping an eye on. These go, everything else is going to go with them. If you're just tuning in, I appreciate you guys jumping into the stream. Welcome. You know, this is something that I would love to do a little bit more of, a little more live trading, a little more, you know, content like this. I think something like this really is exciting for some of you guys, especially seeing these live signals. Man, SPY is looking weak. Seeing some wicks here, though. Seeing some wicks. And like I said, this is a scalping. This is a scalping system. So we're going to see these moves happen, and we could get out of these within 15 minutes. So that's the beauty of this. And like I said, we saw this yesterday take place, where it was a strong move down. Will we see the same thing on some of these? Q is already in a nice. That's actually a decent move for Q, 0.3%. The QQQs. Will we see continue momentum? It got to find a floor here. Got to find a floor. But yeah, and if you're a bear right now and you're in snap trades, this is the beauty of it. Yeah, but two good trades here, SPY and QQQ. They'll both go together. So one goes, the other will go. Most likely what you'll see, you'll probably see Q fall farther. It'll move a little bit faster than the SPY, but yeah, so far pretty good looking trade to the downside. Let's look at AMD. AMD gap up this morning. So if you're wondering how this works, this is a morning range bound strategy. So what you're going to do, you're going to map out the highs and the lows, which is what we did. So we can even just do this right here. So here's AMD. Here was the high, and here was the low. So this right here, high and the low. And then what we do is we wait for a breakout. So right here was our sell entry. So now we're looking for it to continue to go to the downside. So what we'll do is we will hold this until 12 o'clock. Or if we get, so there's three scenarios. There's three different scenarios with this. We either hit take profit, which is what we want. Take profit, you'll hit the stop loss, which is somewhere in this range. Let's see, AMD short. We actually have a stop loss of 214.69, which is right here in this range. So if it comes up here, it's a very tight stop loss, a very small stop loss. If it comes up here and hits our stop loss, we'll get out on the next one. And that is how that would work. And then number 3 is EOD. What does EOD stand for? That's end of day trade, which is at 12 p.m. EST, which is just a couple hours into the trading day. Okay, so that's the longest you'll hold. So you can even do 0 DTE. We don't recommend the 0 DTE options, but you can do them. We actually have a couple days out as we recommend. But yeah, AMD putting signs of some weakness here on these wicks. So you see these wicks right here. Those are weakness. That's weakness. Also, this looks majorly weak right now on the S&P 500. All right, let me jump over here and do this real quick while we're waiting on some of these trades. But if you guys have any questions, throw them in the chat. Throw them in the chat because that's why I'm here. We're just going to continue to watch these move. And we got any other trades? Stop loss hit on G. Okay, so we got a couple stop losses hit so far, and that's going to happen. Let's see what happened here. I don't even see it. GLD. I don't see it on here, but we did get the alert, so that's interesting. I'm not really sure what happened there, but we must have got the alert through the system, but not the indicator. But it did. Shoot, I'm not a fan of shorting gold, anyways. But I always like the gold longs. So we had the entry at 10 a.m. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's not. I think the indicator, or I think the alerts must have got a little too hasty on that one. Don't know. I'll have to look into that. What's going on with Microsoft? Pretty weak. There's not a lot of not terrible though. That doesn't look actually all that bad. Here comes SPY. We'll find some legs. Palantir. Do you guys see Burry? He's saying Palantir. Here's another one. I'm not sure. What's happening. Am I in the 5 minute? I don't know why I'm not getting the alert in here. Oh. Okay, there we go. I had the old version on. Not sure why. So, yeah, Michael Burry, he's saying Palantir is going to 50. Down to 50. So it's 133 right now. I don't know about that. So right now, I mean, man, look at the look at SPY. We're finding a little more momentum again. So, and that's the you gotta be careful with shorting. That's why I'm never a bear, or not. I shouldn't say never, but I don't love being a bear. But when we get these big swings, I mean, man, you can make money quick. All right, let me shoot this out real quick. So we'll probably get some losses here today, which is okay. It's good to show losses and wins. We've been on a win streak. We've been on a massive win streak with snap trades. And so, if we lose a couple, we lose a couple. And that's what's great about this is the losses are just very minimal. You're not really doing a big... You're not really holding this for days and days and days. It's literally 15 minutes, 20 minutes of, a small little loss. So here, this is the, so on the left here, if you guys are wanting to know. So on the left here, this is the SPY chart, SPY. And then on the right is the Palantir. So, we actually just got stopped out of Palantir. So, man, we tried. Hey, listen. You can't just assume these markets are just gonna just die like this. Like yesterday it died. Today, hey man, we got the recovery. So this is the SP. We got the recovery right here on this line. Let me turn on my volume for a second here. Yeah, we're still in this volume nodes. So will we get stopped out of SPY? That is the question. UNH just triggered long. What we got here? So it's up 0.5%. Yeah, it definitely could continue here. Some momentum. Especially as SPY starts to turn around. But yeah, this is hugging this. It's hugging this trend line here. So a lot of chop. So much chop. So much volatility. You guys have any tickers you want me to that you would like me to look at? Any specific tickers? I can literally look at anything. Throw them in the chat. Let me know. Like I can even look at some of these higher volume tickers. Here's Ford. Ford got one. Wonder why there's so much volume on Ford today. Oh, was it earnings? No, earnings was 3 days ago. What's going on with Ford? Let's see. Let's read this. So, fourth quarter earnings, launch partnership with Ford. Beware. Okay. Ditch premium trims. Nothing really crazy. There's some volume though. Interesting. Yeah, Ford literally just goes sideways. There's open space right here. Yeah, it's in this open space right there, so that's interesting. All right, let's look at Nvidia. Nvidia's pretty weak too. Tesla. TQQQ. We had a sell signal there on TQQQ. Netflix getting pounded again. Wow. Getting crushed. Look at this. Getting absolutely crushed. Pullback. Probably a continuation. It's in a nice open space. Amazon. Same deal here. A lot of selling. A lot of selling going on today. But over here, so pretty much how we do this is with the alerts. We have a set of tickers that we've been performing decently well over the last several days, and so we'll have trades trades going on based on those. About KO. Looks like we have a long. So got in rate here at 950. Up almost working on that 0.5%. So KO, look at this, another nice winner on KO. What's it been doing? Not particularly well. Let's go 90 days. See, it had a nice run here. And then it's just kind of just dying on KO. So, and that's why we kind of like to look at the big picture. Wow, this did really well here. And so, and it makes sense for safe like a safe haven stock like this. Right now, the volatility is in the big names like AMD. I guess Walmart could be considered. I guess Walmart could be considered a safe haven one, but it's been doing really well in Walmart. Man, look at that. So that's the bummer about a tight stop loss on Walmart here. So we had that big move up. So this was our range, and we just and I don't care. Like, I don't care when I see this. It's such a small stop loss, but man, that would have been a nice win. Gold. Yeah, we got crushed on gold today. Let's actually look at the gold ticker. Yeah, same thing. QQQ still weak though. This is looking weak. This is looking really weak. Got to find a floor. But yeah, this is our trade on. We have it right here. That's our sell trade. So kind of right now it's just hooking. Will it continue to go downside? Don't know. Could hit this moving average here. What kind of volume we got? Decent volume. Do you have scalping indicators? Yeah, this is it. This is the Steven. This is the scalping indicator. So I'll kind of show you just a brief overview of this. Here's QQQ this morning, just by itself, right? No indicators, anything like that. What we do is with snap trades is we identify the high of the first 15 minutes and then the low, and then we'll draw that with the indicator. Okay. And so that's what the indicator does right there. And I drew it wrong. Did I draw it wrong? Oh, wait, I went down one too many. And so what we do, and that's why I have the indicator, so I don't have to mess it up all the time. Well, no, yeah, the first 15 minutes, and then we got the range. And so once we start to see it break down or above that range, so in this case today with QQQ, it broke below it. And so once that confirms below it on the 5-minute time frame, that's when we get in the trade. Sell. So that's when we actually get in the trade. So right now it's kind of just going, it's kind of just hooking. So the goal here is to get us. So our exit on QQQ. If we go over here to the alerts, it is, where's that QQQ trade? Right here, it is, the target is 609.43. Okay. So 609.43, which is right here. So if we just get one more move down, one more push down, we'll get our, we'll hit our stop, or we'll hit our take profit. And then the stop loss over here, it's all mapped out for you, is 613.83. Which is right here. So yeah, this was so we got in right here. So yeah, you can see the risk reward there. This is the risk. So essentially, so this was our entry. So this is the risk right here. Just this little bit. All right. And then this is the reward. And with options, a lot of times you'll see, this may be like about 10% loss. And then this right here, you can get anywhere from 20 to 30%, which is the recommended, which is what we do with options. And so that's kind of the goal here, is you want to get more on the win and, less on the loss. And so you can really scale this thing up, if you're doing options. And so what we'll do, right? What we'll do here. So this was triggered this morning. So if this does continue to chop at 12, right here, 12 o'clock, we'll get out. So if it's right here, we'll get out there. If it's right here, we'll get out there. So if it doesn't hit either of our take profit or stop loss, and then it'll just alert you. You also seem to have other indicators. Yeah. They're all the indicators under 5-minute trades. Those are all, they're all under the umbrella of 5-minute trades. I've developed a lot of them. We have a couple guys here that are working on some tools as well. But yeah, I created most of our indicators working working on that. I love this. One of my favorite things to do, actually, and this is one I've been working on as well. Which is if you are a volume trader, been working on this little bad boy. It's essentially the same thing with fixed range volume profile, only it's a lot cooler. No, it's essentially each of these bars represent where the most volume has been over the last. So I have it set at 500 bars, and so this typically is where you'll see a lot of the price action go to. When you start to see gaps like this means that if price does break out of all this volume, see all this volume right here, and then you see a lot of these gaps. If it does break this, it'll fly through that. A lot of the times it'll fly through it. Not a guarantee, but a lot of the times it'll just fly right through those and even try to get into an open space. And so this is an open space down here. All the way down here. You see that open space, and then typically what you'll see is from there, it'll, once you actually get to the open space, then it'll most likely develop more volume again. And so then you'll start to see it come down here into a lot of volume, and then it'll find more open spaces. So I love trading volume, fixed range or volume profile. To me, it's just it's a nice little helpful tool to kind of visualize. It just shows you, a little more information than what you get just with regular volume. But yeah, I'll be talking about this a little bit more next week, or maybe the week after. We'll see if you guys are interested in something like that. But yeah, let me turn that off for now. So SPY is kind of just, man, what's crazy is we've been doing really well in these morning ranges. Let's look at the VIX. Okay, yeah. So if you guys know anything about VIX, or you want to know more about it, so essentially, and I mapped this out, and I even did some videos about this. Check out what's happening with the VIX. There is a upward sloping channel. There is a channel with VIX, and as it continues to bounce off of this bottom of the channel, we're seeing it bounce a lot. We're seeing it bounce. And if VIX goes up, that volatility is going to be high. And when volatility is high, we get some crazy moves. We get some crazy moves in the market. And that's kind of what we're seeing here again. We're at the same level. And so can it break? Can VIX actually break below? And what's nice about with snap trades is we have to be over a certain threshold. So our line in the sand is 15. So if VIX actually does come down here and just starts trading below this, we're done. We're not trading snap trades. We won't be trading down here below this range. Up here, yes. We need volatility. We need that morning volatility. So that's kind of the advantage of, so all this from the 14th of January, and actually even before that a little bit, all these days were good. Some of these days right here though, no, we're not trading snap trades. So, and that's the beauty of volatility, because you want to see morning volatility with a scalping system. You don't want chop with scalping. And as I say that, that's what we got this morning already, is some chop as soon as we got the alert. But you can't get this move every day. This one was yesterday was really good. Strong move down. Let's see if we have any other thing hit. My goodness, man, we just keep hitting losses right now. I should have done this yesterday. we had some really good trades yesterday. I think there's too much chop already this morning. Oracle, what's Oracle doing? Pulled right back in. Yeah, see, yesterday we had an end of the day close. So this was the entry. So we made a little bit. Not very much. This would have been probably really close to the take profit. Yeah, I mean, this will happen though. Morning, morning chop. It does happen. Even with the volatility. But like I said a couple minutes ago, these wicks, it's struggling. The S&P 500 is struggling right now. So, but basically what that means, obviously, I mean, if you guys know candles, right? It's in this range of candle, it went up and it couldn't continue, right? And it's just pushed right back down. So now we're already down here in this candle. So, and those little things matter. And with a scalping system, those little details definitely matter. We're kind of coming out of this volume range here. Like I said, watch what happens. Watch what happens if it breaks this, though. Because look at this area of lower volume. It'll most likely and again, this isn't a guarantee, but it would be cool if it happens. You see this right here? This could very easily shoot, like we'll just see like a strong flying, and it'll just go right into this zone now, and then it'll chop. It's what happens a lot of times. A lot of times, whenever there isn't a lot of, because price wants to be. Think about it in terms of comfort. It wants comfort, right? And it's not comfortable in areas of low volume, which is right here. It's not comfortable in this. It wants to go down here. It wants to be in this zone where it was at the previous low. So what will happen is you'll just see it. You'll just see it jump. And look at this. This is actually that's actually not a great trend line, but it's coming up on a trend line as well. Yep, there's tear line. Good old tear line, man. Look at that coming in hot. So just with these, I'm going to call them my big three. Now, just with these three indicators right here. So we see all the volume up here, right? Here's the support level. Another stop loss hit. Oracle. Bad day to be an Oracle. Another support right here, and then there's an open space right here. Also, there's this trend line, so it'll most likely come down into this zone if it breaks this. Now, I don't want to go too crazy. I don't want to overwhelm anybody here with indicators and stuff. Got any triangles? Nothing. Come on, get us a win, huh? Get us a win today. QQQ's coming up on a low of the day. We're already up. I mean, we're up decent. You're in the money. You're in the money right now on QQQ if you're in this option. Like I said, I'm not taking any of these trades. Just for full transparency, I'm not taking anything today. I took the S&P 500 one yesterday. I'm just not. I struggle with if I'm live streaming. I would rather babysit my trades, without being on the live stream. But just want to showcase this for you guys. Look at this big breakout. Okay. So yeah, we are in what's this breakout by? This is the tear line. Interesting. I don't know why that came in. Oh, I see it hit this trend line. That's what happened. Okay, so QQQ broke this low. Will we see? This is our take profit right here. Wow, Palantir hit our stop loss. Darn it. Yeah, we got shook out a little bit today. Again, like I will always say that though, it's okay if to take the small loss. Take the small loss. Look at it. Look at S&P. Look at these things. So this is our short right here. So right now. Oh, look at that. So where's my volume at? I was showing you guys this. Wait, let me see this here. So what was I saying about? So yeah, we're in this zone here. So we'll see if see this right here. I can a lot of the times it's not happy here. It wants to go to this level. So you could, yeah, look at this. It doesn't like, price is not comfortable in lower volume. You could call them no, whatever you want to call them. It likes to be in the higher volume area. So either up here or down here, not in the middle. And what do you see down here? We see support. So nice move though. Nice, already a nice move. Can the Terra line indicator be downloaded? Yeah, you can get the Terra line indicator. If you want me to, if you want me to give you the link, if you're interested in it, the Terra line's not free. We don't have, that's not a free indicator. It's just a one-time charge though. But so if that's something that you're interested in, I can grab that link for you if you're interested in that. Terra line, I love Terra line. But yeah, that's the link if you're interested in Terra line. That's the that's just the trend lines that I had here. Where are you gonna go, Spy? Like I said, it's not happy in this zone. It don't want to be here. It's a living being. It wants to go to the support. Yeah, but you just think about it in terms of all the millions and millions of people that are looking at this chart, and not everybody sees this, right? Mostly everybody sees the support and the resistance and the different levels, but when you map it out in terms, when you see something like this, it's like, oh, well, that actually makes perfectly logical sense, you know, why it wants to pass through that so quickly, because there isn't a levels for price. Wants to always react. Excuse me. It wants to react to something, whether it's a trend line, right? Let's go to the drawing board. It wants to react. So it wants to go to a trend line. It wants to go to support. It wants to maybe even just get comfortable and just go sideways and you know, be in its own little pocket. It's not comfortable in just no man's land. Right now, SPY's in no man's land. It's in no man's land right now with this low volume. And what did I say when it got into this zone? It wants to get out of here. It wants to go down here or back up here. It doesn't want to stay here. why it got so. We're coming up on our take profit here. Our take profit target on SPY is 689.94. So right here. So I mean, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Oh, we already got QQQ. We locked in on QQQ, guys. So if you're in that one, if you got in that one, boom, baby. Another great trade. Another great trade on QQQ. So congrats. If anybody was in that one, we literally talked about that as soon as it happened. It did go sideways for a bit, and then it hooked, and then it just continuation. So now we're out. So here's the beauty about this. Now we're out. Now it literally could go anywhere we want. Anywhere. It could shoot straight back up for all I care. We got in, we got out. So that's a quick trade. So if you want to see the trade there, this is the entry right there. This was the exit right there. That's all we're looking for. That is all we're looking for. And then our risk was this right here. So that's the risk. That was the reward. It's our little snowman. That's the snowman. Great trade. I don't know if anybody got that in here that was watching. We don't really have a ton of you guys in here right now, but a great trade on the Qs. Can we see the same thing on the SPY? I'm gonna call that the snowman trade, huh? Call that the snowman trade. In honor of all how cold it's been. It's been absolutely freezing here in the north. I don't know if any of you guys are here from in the north, but it's been very cold. A lot of snow too. The snow just doesn't give up. But yeah, I mean, hey, listen, what a great little morning here. We had a couple losses, so let's review. We had Walmart, a loss. We tried to go gold short, loss. I don't love shorting gold as it is. Palantir was man. Palantir was so close of not. We just got stopped out. So this was the entry, but I mean, man. And that's what happens. That's what happens with a small. I mean, you can adjust it, right? We can always adjust it, and there's our winner, right? But I like the small losses. I like just keeping the losses small, keeping the winners big. But you can, in the settings, you can adjust some of these things. So if you're finding something like Palantir that moves a little bit, quicker than everything else, then you can adjust this a little bit. You can even do something like that and adjust them so you're still in the trade, which will be the take profit and the stop loss. Looks like we just got another winner, Euro Aussie. So Euro Aussie, like I said, look at that, broke that trend line, got the snap trade. A lot of momentum, stayed above the line. So a lot of good things happening here. Look at this. Break that. Stayed above this. Got some momentum. Straight up. Very nice. So SPY, man, so this is where I would consider getting out. If I'm not in this trade right now, but it's just so close to take profit. It's so close, and it's close enough to where I would be comfortable. But here's our take profit right here. It's very close, and it's before this support line as well. And it's still in this low volume area. So it definitely could get there. Let me snap trades and QQQ. Nice. Yes. Did you get that trade? Did you get that QQQ trade? Hopefully you did. That was a nice one. How do you enter the market orders? So you enter, and I should really show this. I have a guide in the members area. Let me pull it up. So what we do is, in particular, if you're doing stocks, you can do options. And hold on, let me pull this up here. Let me pull this up for you guys. Okay, so there's a couple different things you can do. All right, so let's just go. So if you want to do a cash account, you can do cash. And so this is the guide for that. Essentially, you can instead of doing options, or you can do options, but you just use a cash account. That way you don't get that pattern day trading, which I believe the PDT rule is going to be gone soon. So that's what's going to be nice, because the PDT rule does hurt if you have an account less than 25K, but you can get around that with a cash account. The issue with that is it does take time to settle. But as far as you're asking about just the trade, so this is the options guide. This is the options guide. So we're not doing 0 DTE with this. It's built around 15-minute breakout range. What we do is we're looking for at least 2 to 3 days time. So you could even do so say today's Thursday. You can even choose tomorrow's option. And what we do, you can even target a delta target of 0.5 to 0.6. But what I like to do is just go right at the money. So right at the money or delta of, so I usually I choose this one at the money strike. So with that QQQ, you'd have been right at the money. You would have got a put right at the money. And then only tickers on the snap trade list. So that's kind of our recommendation. And then stop loss, hard exit at the stop loss area. So to answer your question, it's a 2 to 3 day QQQ option. So let's just go something like this. You can do, so say today's Thursday, you can even do tomorrow. So this could have been this would have been 612. So you would have did a 612. I think I could even pull the options up over here. Oops. See, I would have been like this one right here. Actually, let me look at the price. It is a little bit behind on here. I think it's like 15 seconds. Let's see here. 612. Did I do the call? I think I did the call. So yeah, our entry was, where was our entry? I think it was at, let me go back here. Our entry was on 950. Okay, so 950. So you just look on, and this is all confusing. This isn't normally what you have to do. I just kind of wanted to see what the price was here. So 950. So the price was 299. I don't even know what range it would have been. Let's just, let's just say let's just go right in the middle. Let's just say 30, even $300, which is 3. So then it went up to 4. Let me see where it actually exited. It exited at 10:30. This isn't the greatest way to track this either. At 10:30. Right there. So, I mean, if you're, let's just say hypothetically, if you got I don't know exactly when it was at this candle, but I mean, you're looking at a nice, probably most likely right there. And 10:30, it's 30%. And again, this is the greatest way to track this, just because these are, I should have actually just showed you on Schwab or Robinhood. Yeah, nice little 30%. It's all we're looking for. Boy, SPY wants to get there. Like I said, it's not comfortable at this current price. It is not comfortable. That'd be cool if we could get SPY and QQQ to hit. Those are the two that I like to trade this with right now. GDX long. Okay, so we actually had a gold short this morning. Let's see if we can go long, I guess. Open space. Yeah, we never got the trigger here, so it actually came up and went long. That's an interesting one. That could be a good one. That could definitely be a good trade here on GDX. Yeah, there's so much room to the upside on gold still. This could be a good one though. This could be an interesting one to get in on GDX here. Where's the target? 106.85. So that's the target right there. Just above this resistance. Here comes SPY. Here's our target right here. And close. Not yet. It's so close. But what did I say? What did I say a couple minutes ago in this zone? I said I don't want to be here. Does not want to be in this price range because of this low volume, which is really cool. And this isn't part of Snap Trade. This is just part of what I've been working on. There's our exit. Boom. QQQ and SPY. Two winners right there. I saw it live. But it just wasn't comfortable here. What's going to happen here, most likely, is going to go into this support zone, and then it's probably going to chop a little bit. And if it breaks this level, I mean, look out below is all I have to say. Look out below. I think what'll probably happen here, we'll see the potential flying V. We'll see, could probably see something like this where it'll come back into this zone and then just kind of fizzle out the rest of the day. But hey, we made our move. We made the money. There's the winner right here. We just got to see. You see how quick that was? I mean, it was, maybe like 30 seconds. But there's our winner on SPY. There was our winner on QQQ. Two winners. You saw it here live. So congrats if anybody got those trades, or if you're just watching. Like I said, I did not take either of those. I was just kind of here showing you guys that. So, all right. Well, I think that is a good time to end it. That's a good time to end it. We already got in and we already got out. That's just how fast Snap Trades is. It's only 10:55. It's only 10:55. I started this stream at like 10, and we already had so many entries and exits. Which that's the beauty of Snap Trades. So if you guys are interested, there's the pin message in the chat. Go ahead and grab it if you are interested in Snap Trades. Are you interested in leaving YouTube? I am interested. I don't know why it's not taking me. Is that pin message working for you guys? It's not working for me right now. Oh, it went to tear line. Okay, yeah, it's working. All right. Yeah, in the pin message, wherever the chat is, you can get Snap Trades if you are interested in that. So we have what we're doing is we're going to be closing out beta this weekend. What I plan on doing, I might do another live tomorrow the same deal, same time. That sounds good, everybody. So I might go another live again tomorrow, and then also to close out beta access. To close out beta access, I will go live on Monday, and then after that stream, after the live, that'll be it. Beta will close, and then we'll reopen. We'll most likely reopen this in a couple months, maybe. We'll see. We're going to be working with some members. We have a lot of feedback. We have a lot of updates that we want to do with this as well. But so far, so good. Great trades today. QQQ, SPY, beautiful trades. And like I said, man, I'm blown away at this little shelf that we just blew through. What a great looking trade this was. Same thing we got yesterday. We did the same thing yesterday. Same exact thing yesterday, where it shot down. We got out, shot down again, got out. Will we hold this level now? So if you're a bull right now, if you're a bull in the markets, this level needs to hold, because the next couple levels are, let's turn off snap trades. The next levels are a little bit farther away. Down here is the bigger level, which is 675. So there's a lot of room down here, a lot of volume right here as well. So probably 682 would be a strong candidate, but not looking great for if you're a bull right now. So you need to see some momentum at some way for it to go to the upside. But hey, we don't care. We got in, we got out with snap trades. And now look at our profit factor 3, which just changed, just updated. So from January 13th to February 12th on the S&P 500, we have a 68% win rate, 16 total trades with a profit factor of 3. Now, I don't know about you, but that is insanely good. Now, will it continue? I'm going to say no. Or I don't want to be blunt about it, but I do want to be real. I don't think it could continue. That's if it does, that'd be insane. The only reason why I don't think it could continue that good is volatility. There's a caveat. If the volatility stays high, yes. If it starts to dump, no. I don't. We need to have volatility in these markets. My goodness, look out below, guys. This just broke this support as I'm talking to you about S&P. So more downside move, possibly. But hey, we're in and out, and that's all that matters. So, all right, that's it for me for today. See you guys next time. Appreciate everybody tuning in, jumping in, and looking at snap trades. If you're interested, get in snap trades with the link in the pinned comments. And